Do-do-do-do. Welcome to your Body Insight reading for October 3rd through 9th, 2022. In these readings, I use the body cards by Courtney Putnam to gain insights and wisdom from our bodies about how to care for our bodies, other bodies, and for the body of Earth. Let's take a look and see what our cards will be this week. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Let us take a look. For self-care, stomach affirmation. People care. Corpus Callosum, communication. And for earth care, Arrector Pilli muscles, retreat. For self-care, we have stomach and affirmation. Now, the stomach is associated with the earth element. And if you think about what the stomach does, it takes in what we eat and breaks it down, then mixes it together and digests. And our key word here is affirmation. So the word affirmation is actually kind of speaking the kind of critical ways that the stomach looks at each element. I mean, if you think about it, your stomach is really your last defense system for your internal body in the taking in of nutrients and nourishment. You know, whatever you're ingesting might get past the warning whistles of your nose and smell. It might get past the little sentries like guys of your taste buds and get past your tongue and down your throat. But it's your stomach that will make the final decision of whether to keep this nutritious stuff or cast it out. And when you create affirmations for yourself, you are choosing things that you want to keep. So you're using this same sort of discernment. Since the stomach is appearing here in self-care, we need to look at what it is we are telling ourselves. What are the kind of cognitive patterns that are reoccurring in your mind, your reoccurring thought patterns? Are they ones that offer affirmation? Do they lift you up? Do they support you? Or are your thoughts something that you need to expel and get rid of because they're not nutritious or beneficial to you? So this week, really pay attention to your inner critic and notice if this inner critic is helpful to you or harmful. And if you feel that this inner critic has been harmful, then take the time to rework those repeated thoughts into something that will actually be more helpful. Corpus Callosum, communication. As you can see from the picture, the corpus callosum is part of the brain. It's actually a thick bundle of neural fibers, and it's located in the center of the brain, under the cerebrum. In the realm of people care, we have the corpus callosum, which is part of the brain. It is actually a band of nerves that divides and connects the right and left hemispheres of the brain, which allows for communication to flow between your brain. It also helps to transfer information, sensory information, motor information, and cognitive information. So it really is a bundle of nerves that helps us to balance things through the format of communication. So since this card has appeared in our people care, it is prompting us to be specific with what we are communicating and make sure that our intent is pure, our words are kind, and our messages are clear when we are talking to another person. Also, make sure that you can stick to the words that you offer other people. Don't just casually say, oh yeah, I can help with that, and know that you can't really, Don't make false promises or little white lies. And as much as I've just been talking about speaking from a place of pure perspective and kindness and wisdom and a higher purpose kind of thing, you also need to think of your listening skills and who you're listening to. Does the person you're listening to have the ability to discern between harmful or helpful words? I mean, children don't always have that understanding. Are the words you're hearing from someone confusing? And perhaps you can ask more questions to gain more clarity. Are you listening in a way that is helpful as opposed to harmful? Because good communication needs both helpful words and helpful listening. And moving back to our stomach card, the way that you take in the words of others matters in how you digest those words and how they affect you. Corpus Callosum, communication. For our practices of earth care, we have received the card Arrector, Pilli muscles, retreat. Now, these are all the little muscles that are next to the individual hair follicles of your peach fuzz that covers your entire body. And if you think about what this muscle does, it sets your hairs on end, it gives you goosebumps, it is really a warning signal of your nervous system. And the word for this card is retreat. Are you in fight or flight overdrive? Is it time to let your guard down a bit? Or is it time to retreat? This card is asking you to know the difference between a true threat and daily stress. Now, actually, where earth care is concerned, we can have both of these. Anyone who is aware of what's going on with climate change and our needs to redirect how we live our daily lives into more sustainable practices will feel some anxiety on a daily basis. And with all the news that we have of all the natural disasters that are going on that have been increased through climate change, we also have some added stress and some fear. Retreating is not hiding away in this situation, but retreating is moving towards your centered place. And if you are full of unexpressed fears or sorrow or despair, where earth is concerned, it's going to be difficult to find that central retreat within you. So as you move through your week in regards to earth care, make sure that you are able to find ways to express any fears or anxiety that you have related to earth, so that you can return to a place of centeredness within you. You know, the great thing about the Arrector Pilli muscles and your human body is that your human body has so much knowledge within it. You know, it is so wise, and you don't always have to think out everything and decide. The Arrector Pilli muscles set your hairs on edge, give you goosebumps, so you know when it's time to run. You don't need to think about it. Trusting in your body in this way, or managing the systems in your body that relate to fear, anxiety, retreat, fight or flight, that can only be helpful. Perhaps it's time also to take a look at yourself and how your body system is doing at this time. And how can you retreat into your happy place inside, into that place of peace and belonging. Now for me, I know if I connect my head and my heart energies, it doesn't take long for me to then find the energy accessible to my root chakra and then down into the earth. And from there, I can make further connections and really be a being of light that is connected to the heavens and to the earth. And when I'm in this place, the centered place within, everything works out better.